I'm Jimmi James. I'm a leader of innovation at Lowe, a Fortune 40 retail firm, and I am also an operating partner and advisor to multiple venture capital and private equity firms. Have been a startup leader and entrepreneur myself, and also an angel investor.
What does your VC and portfolio focus on?
Yeah, so Lowe's innovation, we focus on a wide variety of companies. We are a $100 billion company, so have very high aspirations as well as a lot of challenges that we face. So from technology firms to AI, generative AI, SaaS firms, companies in supply chain, marketing, logistics, we are really open. So this is a very open innovation platform. So looking at various companies in different spaces and industries and domains which could add value eventually to a retailer like us. So examples could be very specific companies in supply chain and logistics and marketing automation, etc.
Can you share an interesting story from startup ecosystem?
Okay, so we were looking, we met a startup founder on a tour of an accelerator very recently, and we loved their product, and we had a very good conversation, and it was not a scheduled meeting, so we just landed in their office and somebody got us connected. We had a good meeting, and my team was also there, and I left and I asked my team to take it forward because we loved their product and we felt it's also a big problem for us. Surprisingly, that startup never showed up to our office, never showed up to our pitch, never showed up, and we were surprised that why would somebody leave an offer from a Fortune 50 company wanting to work with them and so on. And I directly then called up the founder and I asked them, why? What happened? And they were like, no, we are worried that you will copy a product and that's what your aim is. And I was completely taken aback that there are so many other inhibitions and fears that our founders and entrepreneurs live with. And then I had to call up the accelerator and the leader of the accelerator that can you talk to your company and whatever is required for us to really calm their fears away. So we literally signed extra contracts with them so that they could just come, pitch and work with us. So I've never seen that anywhere else where a company just never showed up. They didn't even inform us that they are not showing up. So yeah, that was a pretty funny story. And of course now we are talking. And and that's what we are also facing a little more in the Indian market, where founders, they feel that their ideas can be very easily copied, etc. So on one side it's funny, but on the other side, I do understand what their fear is.
But do you think contracts are secure? I mean, you sign a contract, somebody copies and they start implementing it and it takes a long time.
Yeah, see, contracts alone cannot be the solution. At the end of the day, yeah, there is a lot of trust. There is a lot of, we are getting into this relationship because of a very good understanding with the accelerator and the leadership there. They know what our intent is. So other than that, see, even if we don't sign a contract, if we don't do it, maybe our competitor will end up doing it, right? Because this company, the product that they are building, they are not the only ones building that product, right? There are already competitors who are larger, better, and these guys are coming up with a new idea which they think they have to safeguard as much as possible. But that is only possible to a certain extent. As soon as they start, even if they go to a pitch event where they pitch, ultimately their idea is going to go out. So they have to find better ways of securing their technology via IP protection or something else, and not showing up to the pitch and not showing up or not engaging with a larger company is not the solution, right? So I do understand that contract alone could not be the solution, but then IP protection and yeah, there have to be other ways where we hold each other accountable.
And at least you got to show up, right?
Yes, you at least got to show up, and we want to work with you. We want to pay your business, and then we may also end up investing in you. And they just didn't show up. They didn't want any of it, and I was surprised.
How has your experience been of Bangalore Slush?
It was awesome. I think having it in this venue, it is a combination of some very serious panel discussions along with very cool networking in a very cool environment. So very, very different from the usual events that I've been to. and I've been to multiple countries, lived and worked overseas. So this is a very European and American touch to the way we would network over a very informal and a casual environment. In India, we do try our best to do it, but somehow, as a culture, we tend to become so serious. So I'm happy to see that we are able to still have this informal vibe and still have some great conversations going with leaders and be able to share our thought leadership and see some amazing startups and founders, learn from them, learn about their products and also their vision and so on.